Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while the sun may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Blazers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Etheridge. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The give from the gun. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Golden Flashes will line it up on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Etheridge. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback is able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's fine. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Golden Flashes are threatening on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll. They're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Found that space and picked up 6 out of the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside kid. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Got it in the middle of targets. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Starts to scramble to the left. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that Saturday.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Hard running there. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Still going, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To start this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the golden flashes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, get him on the inside. They make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Right back to the well. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
I feel it.
Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's accurate. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Kent State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, a good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To throw, it's Kitna. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Jackson. That's a race at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On on first down from the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The give to the back. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blazers.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quick.
Oh, they blocked it. Picks it up. That's a right ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's Cole. It's Berry. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Golden Flashes have a lot of options on second and inches. The give is to Garcia. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Okay,
And the Golden Flashes are on the move. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his way. It's Clark. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Golden Flashes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the golden flashes with the 1st and 10. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The golden flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off to the lone back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the golden flashes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This is a design run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, golden flashes.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Milner. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Golden Flashes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Blazers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center on the QB sneaks.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Slithers into space. For the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Kitna. That's caught. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back, looking for help. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. second and long.
Let's go! Offside! Take it all the way!
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's grabbed over the middle. It's they've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Kent State.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Golden Crashes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Blazers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Blazers are rolling down the field. They'll run it. Fighting off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Kitna. Got the quick pass. Smashes ahead. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Jackson. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to all kinds of room to the right. Running through contact. There's the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Fires to the right. Connection to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
To the air, it's Kitna. Takes the grab, it's Hawkins. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tough spot in the middle. Hard-hitting tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are looking at the quarterback. They're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those.
There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UAB. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And the golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The golden flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Grab in the backfield. It's Newman. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Golden Flashes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Golden Flashes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leads it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
To the ground with the back. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Kitna. That's caught. It's Jackson. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go up top on second and short. Grab near the sticks, it's Hawkins. He gets the clock stopped out of bounds with 26 seconds to go. It'll be first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Ripping through the defense. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to...
You get that ass beat.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the big play, the Utah Utes, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas Longhorns. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David.
Oh, good ass in the front.
Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Utes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's McFarland. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Look out for the bitch ass.
The 30 after he picked
Fuck
up
that
10.
bitch, boy.
It's hard to stop right here. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Longhorns come
time left
first in
on
the
something.
half as they'll make some adjustments. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to take off. Jumping at the 35. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, right to his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now the throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Stupid.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to
After I
the
catch it
25.
too,
No attempt at
killers
a
on him
return.
now.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick move to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that.
On the line of scrimmage, you dummy.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's like European football.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Fires to the big fella. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws a strike. Gets the 1st down.
Fuck out of here.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Quick release by the QB.
Well, on that shit.
Holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Catch in the middle. It's Keene. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Rides the back and leaves it. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. He's a good playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, it's John. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oh, that ain't the game.
They'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do it. Hard to get inside the kicker's head.
That's
And
the
this
fucking
one
game
is
right there.
perfect. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, this is very frustrating for a defense. They forced the field goal attempt, and now right back on the field after the referee.
Bro.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop.
That's too low.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've got a golden
That's too low.
I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start.
Yeah, he's giving you. Yeah, he's giving you this one, buddy.
You want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal.
That's another one.
He found some running room, but needed just
3 picks
inches
in a row.
to put it in the end zone.
Well, it was a great effort thrown to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat.
4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive.
Insane.
And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense.
Oh yeah, I like this right here.
Drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
I like that. Keep doing that.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Let's stay there. Keep doing that.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive
Now we're gonna keep doing that.
Locum is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
3 minutes now.
Their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go to the end zone.
It's another one. It's 4.
Looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Back to pass. It's Johns. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll just get rid of that.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions, a big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the right back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole way is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to breeze inside the left upright. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Should put the game away, buddy.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone. Gets him to the 28. in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle of the Tennessee. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down.
Pussy. Pussy.
Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed. Make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense.
Yeah.
Going for the spread look. Taking advantage of the speed they had on the field.
She put me away on that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a
bring it
massive
up.
lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over James Madison. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas,
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Line play action. On the move and looking deep.
Sit down, bitch.
Complete, and they've got a big play.
Sit down,
And you
bitch.
see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Off play action on first down.
Yes, sir.
He just got
Yes, sir.
rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Bounced off his feet.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to pass. It's Johns.
Actually,
Spins it
watch
out to
out.
the back. With the catch, it's Keene. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll send the back in motion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got a man, it's Griffin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Looking to throw, it's John. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
Oh.
No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, this field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points on the scoreboard there.
The first play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're
That's
trying to
funny.
find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a game, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working out left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that ball is hauled into the end zone, but he is just out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Keene. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Johns. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we can say that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spell the other side. This offense is really good.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think they're up. Turning it on! Couldn't find any more room up the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Stone.
Coming.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Johns. Dances away. It's complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage. But look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Stop, bitch.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better
Nah,
than
he ain't
your
going
guys.
forward, buddy. That's
No matter
rules.
what play you call,
Rules,
man,
rules.
how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using
Rules
his
are rules,
quickness,
buddy.
and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Rules are rules, buddy.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first
Dummy.
down. The attack
Dummy.
complete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hines is tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so you're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Catch in the middle, it's Garcia. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
That's not bitch.
Ready to take the lead with the 6. That touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering. It'd be a good idea to get a
The man's game.
Listen, I know you guys got some speed.
I hope you got them
Maybe you
bitches.
can push in and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the
Nah,
field?
it's EA on your dick. That's what it is.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25.
That's why this is close right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Bitch,
He
sit
gets
on.
those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Rides it back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. One to
You're
football
soft as
against
shit.
a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it
Soft as
going.
shit.
I'm surprised, but now what what's your counter punch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far,
Let's go. You're lucky. Nah, you're lucky. I was picking that. I was picking that.
And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down and DKR. To the air, it's Giles.
No.
What a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Got his hands around. But this just keeps moving. And they make the tackle not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw on first down. They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies during the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Off play action.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sit down, bitch. Sit down again, bitch.
Fortunate to have a long way to go after that one. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I'd just like to see better ball security, at least from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Dude, Jesus Christ, he had like 6 drop kicks.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead now, a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Addison. That one could really put this drive in a high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Great pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns Offense headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the defense staying to lead to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Big pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the run. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
You say go USA?
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. First down and more.
Just say go USA? Oh, you can get purple after this game, okay?
Defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll go to Garcia. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead.
Is it go Longhorns?
Nice game.
No, you can't.
Same
Okay.
exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. If we add points, we add points.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient. You want to finish the deal. You might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here later. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I like aggressiveness. Listen, you go out and get those first downs, you salt the clock away, but when you choose to throw the football, it better be high percentage. It better be easy throws. It can't be a turnover. Now my defense has to come out, make this stop for me, and save the game.
Finds his man. It's hot. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Scanning the field. It's John. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Has a little time. Ready for it before he won him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. This one's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down.
Cheeky.
Through the air, it's Johns. He's got him.
Yeah, wait, okay.
Short of the first down. Down 4 late, they have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. Makes a grab past the marker. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes
Always got some sleep. The choke plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It's not on right now.